Allow me to ask you, how long is forever? Come with me and take a glimpse at a word upon which one of the most popular doctrines in the world is based. This may seem like a strange question, and there certainly aren't many people who would ask it. In fact, some will probably get angry when I lay out the facts here. And the fact is, the word forever doesn't always mean unending. Stick with me through all of this video, and I'll show you some hypocrisy on this word. A little skeptical? Well, let's look at some scripture. Hannah said of her son Samuel, "I will not go up until the child is weaned. Then I will bring him, that he may appear before the Lord and stay there forever." 1 Samuel 1:22. She knew he wouldn't be there any longer than his lifetime. This same thing is true of a servant who wanted to stay with his master. After a ritual, we read that, "He shall be your servant forever." Deuteronomy 15:17. The annual Day of Atonement was to be a permanent or perpetual statute, Leviticus 16:29 through 30. And it's those words there, that permanent or perpetual, is the same Hebrew word for forever in these other passages. However, we know that the Day of Atonement was not to continue after the sacrifice of Jesus. A different Hebrew word translated forever is used in Jeremiah 17:4, where we read that the anger of the Lord would burn against Israel forever. That period of time actually turned out to be 70 years while they were in captivity. By now you may be wondering where I'm going with this. I have an important point to make. Never assume you understand the meaning of a word in the Bible. We live in a different time, use a different language, and words aren't always easy to translate across those barriers. At times, doctrines end up being built on faulty understandings of words. Here's where some are going to get angry. In Genesis chapter 13 and verse 15, we have this promise made by God to Abraham. "All the land which you see, I will give it to you and to your descendants forever." That promise is the basis for the whole end times left behind doctrine that is so prevalent today. It hinges on that word, forever. Can that word mean unending? Sure, especially when it's applied to God in some way. However, I think we all know the land could never have been intended forever in the sense of unending. I know that because the earth won't even stand forever unending. So if there is a 1,000-year possession of the land in the future, that will end and the earth will be burned up. Well, what happened to forever that this whole doctrine is based on? This deserves more study rather than the common rhetoric declaring the infallibility of a popular doctrine.